good? All right, we're just getting up and running here. And I know we got the chat going. Let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. I can see us hear us on our end here. Looking good. But you in the chat, let us know. All right, we're just getting, looking good there. So yeah, as soon as you guys let us know in the chat that we're good to go, you can hear us and see us and everything's loud and clear, we'll get up and going, and whoever's playing will have to pause that.
Oh, what an asshole. Who would do that?
Mm-hmm.
Me. Sorry.
The pro over there.
Yeah, well, I'm usually on my laptop.
All right.
Yep. This
Claude
is all good.
Mallet says all good. Yep. And so normally we pop this live, random. We just got back from a ride today and an event last night. You can probably tell a little bit from the title what it's going to be about. Normally we only do these for our patron members only. They get exclusive access to live video broadcasts and chat. We have a patron member in the studio here who we'll talk about in a minute. But we are trying to sprinkle these in, a few more that are public live and to everybody. But if you want to see them all and you get a little taste today of the fun we have, and we get to chat with our members exclusively. So good time to think about becoming a patron member. That's just one benefit of many, and patron members get podcasts early, months before everybody else. But again, this was just a random one we popped, and it is a public one. We do have moderators that will jump in here. There's Dan Nielsen. Dan, I am going to make you a moderator. Let's see. I've got lots of patron members or moderators, so feel free, all you moderators, if there's any trolls that jump in here, it happens online. We don't allow trolls, and just kick them out, boot them. Don't even give them a chance. Don't argue with them. Just boot them out, and they'll never be able to comment again. We don't have a lot of problems with trolls because we run a tight community that way. I see some other of our regular moderators jumping in there. So we should have a good time, but you're seeing it raw here. And again, most of the time, these are for patron members only. But we'll have a fun episode here. We got 4 on the mic. So we'll see how it goes here, guys. Shop, pay installments. That's right. Oh, so here you go. Here you go, Houston. You're ready to go for a trip, right? You're on the Law Abiding Biker store, and you're like, dude, I need that in my life. I need a Rick Rack quick detach system in my life. I don't got enough coins in my pockets to buy it. Well, guess what?
We got you covered.
We got you covered. You can buy it. You know why? Because you can make 4 payments. That's right. Bingo. You can buy it right now, knowing you can pay in 4 equal payments. Better yet, Houston.
Interest free.
Interest free. That's right. You get your Rick Rack. You're happy. You're on your way on your trip. We integrated that right into the store for you all because you requested it. So take advantage of it. There you go. We got a voicemail here. Let's take a listen to this voicemail. Do you want to set this up, Lurch? Apparently, he's the one that we did a YouTube live in the shop video.
You're doing a great job. Keep rolling.
Right?
With
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah.
And he won or something. You know the name and whatnot.
I can't remember his name, but the name will be in the video here in a second when we play it. But he won
in the video or the voicemail.
Voicemail, video, whatever.
All right.
So we did a YouTube live not long ago, and we gave away a Harley Davidson thermos and hat that was sent to us from the mothership. And we try to do that occasionally when we do our lives, give some stuff away. And this gentleman won the thermos and the hat, and he just gave us a call and give us a little appreciation for that.
So the point being is that you'll want to turn on notifications because this is a live and we're in the podcast studio, but we do a lot of lives video in the shop when we're filming stuff and filming installs or whatnot and talking about products. So make sure you turn on your notifications on your phone because you never know, just like now, you wouldn't know that we went live. Hit those notifications so that you are notified. All right. Let's listen to it.
Ryan and Matt, this is David Barnes checking in from Idaho Falls.
David.
I'm taking a break from installing a stage 2 upgrade on my bike. And I just wanted to thank you very much for the hat and the thermos. They arrived today. They're absolutely fantastic. But moreover, I wanted to thank you for the podcast on Matt's retirement. I've listened to it twice already. And so many things that Matt has said, I can relate to from my career in law enforcement. There are just absolutely so many parallels there. It was great to hear him talk about it. Thanks again, and you guys take care.
All right. Thank you for that voicemail. He went to lawabidingbiker.com/contact is how he did that. And you can leave an email over there or a voicemail right from your computer microphone or your smartphone microphone from anywhere in the world. It's free. And we love to hear your voices. We have the platform, but we love to play those. And I looked up on our website here, he was referring to Law Abiding Biker podcast episode 294, Lurch Retires from Law Enforcement and More. And we had a good time on that episode. So if you haven't listened to it, kick that episode up after you get done live here and check it out. Hey, Bikeaholics, Zero 3D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley Davidson. And the brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike, top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products. You want to ride longer there, Matt?
Yes.
Are you tired of a sore and achy ass?
Yes.
Then you should not hang out till 1 o'clock at Lurch's house in his shop and drink whiskey.
Life's all about choices.
And you will not have a sore and achy ass anymore.
I never said it was a good choice.
Well, I know. You need to fix it. You know how you fix it? With a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. And it was quite a night last night, but you'll have to wait to hear about that story here in just a few. Oh, yeah, once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and get hooked up now. And recently out fresh is the new Rick Rack roller bag. It's all a kit. It's in our store. You buy it. It's got the quick detach rack that you can have on your motorcycle on and off within 10 seconds. And you pop it off. It's got a handle. It's got rollers on it right to your luggage rack. It's badass. And it's a Rick Rack branded bag now. And it's all comes in a kit. If you buy it from our store, it's put together. There's no bolting or anything like that. It is ready to go. All right. Shall we get this episode started?
It's about time. Let's go.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
large and in charge of the motorcycle scene. That's right, more than any time in history. By watching, by listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
We do have just one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
There you go. Getting right into it. Ryan Erlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast, and your
high-tech redneck.
There you go. We got a couple special guests in the studio today.
Oh, they're special.
They're special, all right. They're special. Today, we are going to have a fun episode. We got 4 people on the mics. This is live, public live. We're going to try to monitor the chat as much as possible and get you guys all involved in there. And I know a lot of chats go on, and we certainly appreciate because this is public. If you want to leave us a super chat, you can go to the bottom of your chat and choose to pick and leave us a super chat, depending on how many of those we get. Like I said, most of these are for patron members only. They're private. We try to treat our members right and give them extra benefits. But certainly, if we get a bunch of super chats, it makes us more inclined to want to do sprinkle a few more of these public live ones in for you guys. So we got Lurch right there and in the house. Got got a couple other special guests here, guys, and we'll talk about they rode up from California. We'll get to that, but we got Houston Stevens in the center position there. Let me just, there we go. Right, raise your hand there. Center position, Houston Stevens from Lodi, California, and over here we got Matt Haywood from Merced, California area, and he's a patron member. There you go. Yep, and also we're going to talk a lot about the Sworn Few Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. Now, a lot of people ask, and I'm just going to clear it up really quick. Law Abiding Biker Media and Sworn Few Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club are two completely different entities and things. Law Abiding Biker Media is for everybody, and it's a community and a podcast and a YouTube channel. It's nothing but bikers helping bikers. And you guys know about all that. Now, the Sworn Few, yes, a lot of us here at Law Abiding Biker Media are members of the Sworn Few Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. But that, again, that's separate. That's a separate club. We ride, we take trips. We do, of course, Law Abiding Biker Media films those, and we do documentary films on them and all that. So they kind of overlap, but they're two completely separate things. One's a club, and then there's Law Abiding Biker Media, which is what this is. The motorcycle store, the podcast, the free YouTube channel, the paid videos, the membership, patron membership, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that, because not only is Matt Haywood a patron member, but they're looking at possibly starting a chapter of the Sworn Few in California. You'll get an inside look in that, into that, and we got a lot of funny stories, because you never know what's going to happen when you roll up here to the Yakima, Washington area, which is the base for Law Abiding Biker Media. And we'll talk. And we took a day ride today.
We did.
We just got back from a day ride and decided to pop this live. So there you go. So we got a lot of funny stories and hopefully a few laughs coming up here for you guys. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. And I see Brad Johnston, some patron members in there. Dan Nielsen, patron member. Remember, you guys are moderators, so if there's any trolls, boot them right away. Don't argue with them. Don't give them a chance. Just boot them. And we have very little problem with trolls in our live chats, because we have moderators. Again, you have my full permission to boot them. Now, we love our sponsors, and up front, our paying sponsors. They are a reason that these episodes exist and why we can keep going. Helping educate and entertaining and inspiring as many bikers as we can worldwide. But one of the biggest reason is the following people are directly responsible for that also. And they're some of our newest patron members. And we want to just go ahead and thank the following people.
We got Bradley Zareski. We got Gary Grimm of York, Pennsylvania. He is a top tier patron. And Paul Carroll of Fort Lupton, Colorado.
And we got Greg Moody of Lyndhurst, Ontario.
Get up on that mic. Like you.
How's that one? You
Oh,
like
that's better.
That a little better. All right, let's try that again. So we got Greg Moody of Lyndhurst, Ontario, Canada. Frank McNally and Rick Ramsey of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And then we've got Mark Povondra of Clayton, North Carolina. Top tier. Vlad. Oh, you're giving me some hard ones.
That's why I did it.
Nice.
Vlad Yekelvit.
Yekelchik. Nice.
Of Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and Tony DeGuire of Dallas, Texas.
And finishing up with Ken Madden of Baldwin, Wisconsin. Cody.
Shout out Ken.
Shout out Ken. Cody Lawrence of Massillon, Ohio, and Robert Atwells of Tumut, Australia.
Aussie.
Lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk to you, because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits such as t-shirts and stickers. You can get into the private Facebook group, which is a troll-free zone. It's nothing but bikers helping bikers. It is absolutely the best motorcycle forum on the internet. I guarantee it. You can get access to live video broadcasts and chat like this all the time. You get podcasts early, months before everybody else. Premium videos upon request, and of course, access to those ride, meetup, and events. And I don't mean just the sanctioned ride, meetup, and events that Law Abiding Biker Media puts on once a year, but there's rides being set up in that private Facebook group amongst the members, and they're having big meets all over the U.S. right now. We hope that expands. We have a lot of worldwide members. We hope those rides expand worldwide eventually. But you can get in there, get involved, make friends, and we'll talk a little bit about that on your guys' trip up because you stopped by a patron member's house.
Speaking of Brad Johnson, he just made a comment.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'd just like to interrupt you to read it. He says,
please
to
do.
Matt, I know your wife is in here, but you got to treat that mic like you're in love with it.
That's right. You got to use your big boy voice.
I don't want her to get too excited before I get home.
All right, guys, and we've got new free video we want to announce, and then we're going to get right into it. We're putting out tons of content. Lurch came on full time as chief operations officer, and we've been working all week, but we have been cranking out the content. One of our newest is the how to install Zero 3D Fang LED inserts for Harley. It's a review of them and an updated video, and they are one of the best products, one of the easiest, and probably one of the best ones to throw on right away for safety. And that's our Fang LED inserts. And I will put a link to them. They're in the Law Abiding Biker store, but I'll put a link to it in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is. But yeah, if you put them in the front, they're white light to the front, to the side of your headlights, and then they're turn amber when you signal, and then in the rear.
What happens when you put them in the rear?
And then they're red.
Okay, good
They're
to know.
red. Mm-hmm.
White in the front and they're red in the rear.
And there you go. Or they can be amber in the front too.
I think I heard Fuente say something about that last night.
You may have. You may have. Thank you guys for being here, Houston.
Absolutely.
And Matt, thanks for being in the studio here. So let's just jump into it. And Matt, feel free. Lurch, I'll call you Lurch.
Yeah, we got too many
we'll
Matts.
do Lurch and Matts. We got
Yeah.
two Matts.
Left
Lurch.
Matt and right Matt, but we've switched. Last night he was right Matt and I was left Matt, but now he's left Matt and I'm right Matt.
And somehow I end up in the middle every time.
Somehow Houston just ends up being the meat in the middle of the sandwich.
Well, if he's in the middle, he can start then. Tell us whatever you're willing to tell us about yourself, Houston. Give the audience here a little description of who you are and what you're all about.
Well,
All right. Anyways, moving on.
Perfect. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm from California, Valley area, Lodi area, and born and raised there, and been there ever since. So it's been a good time, and so I'm getting new into the motorcycle world of things. So I've been riding for three years or so, and just looking for a group of guys to hang out with, have a good time, and I learned last night that you guys might be the people.
Already. Wow. Love at first sight, apparently. I have that effect on people.
All right. And we got Matt over here. He's been on a podcast episode before, but give a little background on yourself.
Well, let's see. I've been a patron member for about 3 years now, almost 4 years. Retired police officer from Central Valley, California, and just love riding motorcycles. Been doing that since 2005. And yeah, just looking for a good time. And I think, like Houston said, I might be choosing the wrong group to hang out with after what Matt was doing to us last night.
Bad influence he is. I'm telling you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's a great influence.
Thank
It's
you.
because you
Thank
don't
sir.
remember, Lurch.
That's true.
That's
is
the
true.
best time.
We were at my house. I wasn't riding. I had nowhere to be.
Matt Home in chat says flat track races next weekend at Lodi.
Oh,
Do you know that there, Houston? Now you do.
Yeah, I have been to those races, and they get interesting over there. Those boys can flat out ride.
they flat ride the track.
Flat. They almost get completely flat.
Yeah, flat track is a badass
Yeah,
to watch.
It's fun.
Yeah.
If you've seen it on TV, it's cool, and I had never seen it in person until we went to Sturgis. What was that, back in 2015? Or we went in 2020, but our 2015 trip, we went to flat track.
Mm-hmm.
It is totally different in person. It makes you, holy cow, dude! It's hailing out.
Is it really?
Yeah, look at that back window, man. It's like straight up
Oh,
hail.
holy shit, it is.
I'm glad that didn't happen while we were riding. That's what I was afraid was going to happen.
Did you leave your jacket outside on your
I
bike?
didn't, but both of our helmets are sitting out there.
Nice.
Nicely played. Don't worry, the wind will come up afterwards and dry them out.
Blow it all away.
You'll be fine. You'll
Yeah,
be
we
fine.
had some very interesting weather come in today, and we have successfully avoided all of it until now.
We're in a nice dry studio now.
Yeah,
But
I should
yeah,
have pulled my bike in.
yeah. Well, there's no room. Well, yeah, I guess there is
well,
next to that.
There is room
There
in the
is,
end.
yeah.
Oh, we'll make room.
There is. So yeah, but Flat Track in person, if you've never seen it, I
intense.
strongly encourage you to see it in person. It'll give you a different respect for what those guys do. So with that said, let's dive in. You guys decided to make a trip up to Washington State here. I don't know why you'd ever want to go back to California, but
After experiencing the weather and the probability of weather, if that's not getting home tomorrow,
yeah,
I think we might stay down there for a while.
I was going to say, we might not make it back to California.
yeah, you might not.
The weather's the only thing you got going on for you down there, I think.
Right, I think so.
Pretty much.
So. Tell us what's going on. Why do you guys make a trip up here? And let's dive in to your trip up here. And so start with that. Why you decided to come up here, and how you ended up in the Law Abiding Biker Studio, and then we'll talk about last night too. How you ended up at Lurch's house till 1 in the morning.
I'll be straight up honest. I just had a man crush on Big Matty over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep, a lot of guys do.
that voice.
A lot of people do. You know, it's a curse. It's a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes women love me, men love me, and I don't even know what to do with it anymore. It's just so much.
You embrace it. That's
Yeah,
what you
it's
do.
just so much attractiveness. It just exudes from me that it's really strange.
Is
But
it-
I've got used
Is
to
it the moves? Is it his moves that?
Do I need to straighten up a little
Dude,
bit?
is it his moves that attract you?
Maybe,
Is it the
Like,
COVID
start
20?
getting all self-conscious
Hold
here.
on,
Like,
hold on. Let me.
Well, you know, I kind of find it fascinating that, you know, one nipple points off to north and the other goes kind of southwest. And
Okay, there's a lot from last night that I do not recall because I'm pretty sure that I had my shirt on the whole time.
we won't tell you about that.
Anyways,
And yeah, no, that's good. So tell us what brings you up to Washington here.
well,
Tell us how this all came about.
honestly, we just wanted to go for a motorcycle ride. And, you know, after spending, you know, a couple years hanging out with Lab and going to the patron meetups and, you know, really getting to know you guys through YouTube and watching the documentaries, we decided, you know what, it's time to actually take that next step and come up here and really see what you guys are all about. And last year, well, actually, when we went up to Redmond, when Brad Johnson hosted that event down there for the West
Patron
Coast.
Brad
Yeah.
Johnson,
Yeah, we got to meet you guys and kind of, I think I was a little lured into the Sworn Few Motorcycle Club. You know, you can thank BDK for that.
Mm-hmm. Big Daddy.
he's good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that come about though?
He planted a seed.
Yeah, is that all he planted?
Tell us all about it.
Well,
Planted a seed in you?
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure.
I think it went something like this. You know, in typical Big Daddy Kane fashion, he's not. He's very blunt, and so he just asked Matt. He goes, "I'm surprised you haven't tried to start a chapter down here yet."
In quotes. That was
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah, sounds
And-
about right.
And I think that just became, you know, that entire day we talked about my former law enforcement career, and that kind of planted the seed. So I started really thinking about that, talking to my wife about it. And, you know, the other patron member, Tim Ivey, got a hold of me and we started talking about it and let's start making this happen. And so we reached out to you guys, and it's been about an 8-month process so far.
Yeah.
You know, getting everything going and ups and downs, but we're here.
Yep. And for the audience, there's a difference between getting on as a member in an established chapter, and then there's a difference between what they're trying to do is start a chapter, because there's not a chapter there now. So start a chapter from scratch, which there's a little bit more involved with that because it's not established yet. So anyways, yeah, we're glad you guys made a write up, and I'm just looking, Matt, if you see any comments in there, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Jack Doyle says, hello, Ryan. If I had to join an MC club, it would be the Blue Knights. Yeah, cool. We actually,
I was just responding to
a
that.
little bit,
Yeah.
a bit of back history is years ago, over 8 years ago, we started the first Blue Knights chapter here in Yakima, Washington. Me and Lurch, I was the president. He was a VP. We actually started it from scratch here and had a Blue Knights chapter successful for, 5 years or something.
Yeah.
And then we decided we wanted to do our own thing and have just Blue Knights is a great organization. We just wanted to do some things different with the Sworn Few, and the Sworn Few is 100% law enforcement. The Blue Knights is not. If you didn't know that, the Blue Knights is a law enforcement club, but they also allow a certain percentage of their membership,
10, I think.
10% of their membership to be non-law enforcement. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just be aware of that. But it's a good club, and we passed the torch. And in fact, it's not too long ago, I talked to the president, and then we were in our local dealership, and we talked to another, he was in the club when we were in there in the Blue Knights, and we passed the torch off, and they're still running and successful, and we see them at events. So yeah, good organization. But we broke off and we had already started that one from scratch here, and we started the Sworn Few from scratch here. And now we've got Baltimore chapter, Tennessee chapter, and now possibility of a California chapter with these guys. So yeah, good conversation pieces in there in the. So bring those up if you happen to see those. So what drew you there? Being from California, especially Lodi and those areas.
Charming.
Yeah, dude, no doubt.
Is that a real town, by the way?
No.
Actually,
Okay.
if you get on Google Maps and zoom into Lodi, I don't know if it's still there, but it used to actually have a subdivision on the northwest side of the map that said Charming.
Wow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be based off of Lodi. Is what
Okay.
the originating, what I read on that whole deal. But yeah,
Right into this world.
Here's the thing. I told my wife a long time ago. I said I would never live in Charming because people are dying every day.
yeah.
Nobody seems to care,
Right.
but it's a deadly town to live in.
The crow flies straight.
No, is nobody finding these bodies?
Apparently not.
No, they hide them well.
Just throw a little dirt on it, and it's all good.
Until you die.
Throw a little dirt on them, throw them off a cliff, and then they just disappear.
Just disappear.
You know, if we were in Charming there, Houston, we'd light your bike on fire and you'd have a new one tomorrow.
That's right.
Hey, let's go to Charming.
No doubt.
Let's go to Charming, man.
Being from that area, a ton of, speaking of, all the jokes and stuff, but a lot of clubs in the California area. And there's a lot of law enforcement clubs to choose from. Why'd you guys decide on the Sworn Few when there's quite a few law enforcement clubs down there? And not all of them, a lot of them are law enforcement clubs, but they're not 100% law enforcement. And I don't think I said that. 100% LE, or you got to be honorably retired from law enforcement with an honorable retirement to be in this club. No exceptions, period. Lurch is heading back. Let's just go ahead and switch to that cam and see what Lurch is coming back with.
Oh, perfect, my guy.
Oh, yeah. Before I ask you that question, I do want to bring this. Where are you going, Lurch? You going to the urinal already? Jeez Louise, dude. You're blocking. Don't block the camera, for God's sakes. All right.
Now it just looks weird. It looks like Matt and I are just sitting real close to each other.
I just want to say these guys straight up came prepared. And let's see. Matt Haywood brought this up, and maybe this was given to me. Let's see if I can get that in camera. Corbin Cash, Merced Rye Whiskey. You can talk about that. What's going on with that, bro? But we haven't even cracked that yet. We look at that.
That's coming. It's coming.
Ready to go, man.
Honestly, it's just the local distillery that we have there in the Merced area. Why, thank you, sir. You're taking care of me again.
See, that's why everybody likes him.
Right. So yeah, I figured besides my charming looks, I would bring another part of Merced up here for you guys so you can enjoy it.
That's nice. I can't wait to try it, and I appreciate you bringing that gift. And then also another gift that was brought up, and let me see if I can put that up there.
I brought those specifically for Cowboy, but apparently he decided that work was more important than hanging out with us this weekend.
Well, you're either SWAT or you're not.
Look at that. Oh yeah, let me get a. Oh, those smell yummy. That was full last night. There's quite a few missing.
Is the key word there.
Quite a few missing out of there.
I may or may not have partaken in multiple cigars last night.
There might be a couple that went into my humidor before that box made it to your house. I think I grabbed 2 or 3 and threw them in my humidor.
Well, they look delicious, and if I didn't have such a bad head cold, I'd try one later. But Yeah, not good right now. So, with all those clubs, answer that question. What drew you to the Sworn Few over all the other law enforcement motorcycle clubs?
Because out of all the research that Tim and I started doing, we were already familiar with you guys, but more importantly, you're the only club that we know that actually rides, and we want to be a part of that.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate that. We do ride and still hailing out.
We ride in the hail, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, but we missed
Not
it
as
today.
bad. Not as bad.
No,
Makes
it's,
it easier to do donuts.
it's calming down.
Two donuts. This is the part where my helmet dries out.
So talk about that process about from your perspective, because we obviously don't recruit. We don't go out looking or recruit or ask people. You got to contact us. Tell us how that went. Lurch, you can jump in with any questions here.
Well,
Okay.
first off, we, like I said, Tim and I, we started talking about this whole thing about how to get in with you guys. I mean, we were already familiar with you, watching the documentaries, interacting with you on YouTube and Facebook and all that, the lab store. We kind of already knew everybody, and we just really enjoyed what you guys stand for, both on the lab side and the Swarm Few. And we want to be a part of that. We wanted to be part of a community where we can prove that motorcycle clubs are a little bit different compared to what the public perception is.
Mm-hmm.
We want to promote that positive influence out there. We want to change the way, especially in California, the way people look at motorcycle clubs. The LE clubs down there that I'm aware of, there's no respect. There's no presence. And if they are, they're hiding their cuts. We want to change that. We want to make sure people see those LE clubs and know what we stand for and give that positive perception.
Yeah, I like it. Lurch, you want to talk about what it takes to start a chapter, just some of the basics?
Absolutely. For those that are listening out there, you got to be law enforcement, obviously. You mentioned that earlier, Ryan. But you
100%.
100%. You need at least 3 members at a minimum to start a chapter if you're going to start a brand new one. And that's because we have some officer titles. You have to, a minimum, have a president, a vice president, and then you can combine your secretary and your treasurer, or you can have both. You can have 4, but a minimum 3, sec treasurer. And it starts with just kind of getting a hold of us and hanging out and getting to know us. And then after we spend some time and get to know you, we invite you to be a hang-around group. And what we do quite often, because now we're kind of branching out into other states, is we use social media. Like in particular, we'll use Facebook, and we'll make a private group so that we can interact, and the potential chapter can post videos and whatnot. It's just a really easy way for the other members in our current chapters to interact with the potential chapter. And then after a certain amount of time, if we think you're our kind of guys, then we'll invite you to be a probationary chapter. And that's
Time frames on any of that?
the minimum of 6 months for the probationary chapter. The hang around time it just depends. It can be short, it can be long. With Baltimore, we didn't know any of those guys, so it took a little bit longer. With California, we've known Matt for a while, so the hang around could be shorter. It just depends. We got to get to know you. And the idea with the Sworn Few is that we're never gonna be a big club. Ideally, we all know each other, and no matter where I go, I want to be able to know that's as weird as it sounds. If I run into another Sworn Few guy, that's my kind of guy. We're like-minded, we get along, we share the same values, and so we're never going to be a huge club. That we never wanted to take over the world and dominate the U.S. with Sworn Few. We've gone very slow and deliberately. Because it's been, I don't know how many years, 9, 10?
Mm-hmm.
And, we're only in 1, 2, 3 states at this point. And we only take on a chapter at a time. So, we might grow by 1 or 2 chapters a year. And, but so that process takes a little bit of time. It's not meant to be like hazing or anything, like that kind of stuff. It's just to get to know you kind of thing. And by taking that time and not rushing into new chapters, we can make sure that we bring guys on that are like-minded, that we get along with. And so far, it's been a good thing, and I think it'll continue to be so.
Mm-hmm. Houston, you got anything to add to that, or did Matt just beat you down and tell you you're going to be a member?
No, he covered it. So for me, it was a new thing to me. You know, I wasn't really familiar with you guys, and I didn't understand it. But I knew Tim for a lot of years. Our departments were real close to each other, and so
Tim's their other possible member. Yes.
Yeah. So Tim and I worked K9 together for a lot of years, and we worked in close departments for a lot of years, and Tim's the one who reached out to me and introduced me to Matt, and they kind of ran it down to me and introduced me to your YouTube channel and the lab stuff, and I loved every bit of it, man. I just loved every bit of the brotherhood that you guys show and represent is just amazing.
Yeah. Nice. I do want to mention and point out that Houston is on if you look at his mic stand, it is a custom made law-abiding biker mic stand. And just prior to this episode, Lurch did some fabricating and used a hacksaw to cut the long end of that off, because last time we put a third mic up here, we usually only have 3 mics. That's why we got the 3 nice mics, and then the one, it's still a good mic, but
he still needed supervision to do that.
He did.
Yeah,
you guys supervise him?
Yeah.
I'm glad, because when he's drinking Bodhi Zaffa and operating power equipment, that's why I had him use the hacksaw, because it's not power equipment.
Well, first of all, I had to go in your attic to get the hacksaw. Who the hell keeps their hacksaw in the attic?
Who uses a hacksaw often enough that it wouldn't be in an attic?
You've got...
Dude, do you know the last time I used that? Well over 15 years ago.
Who gives a shit? You got 2 tool chests out here. You could easily put that in your tool chest.
No,
we got to put it on a shelf up in the attic, 10 feet up, and I got to go up on the ladder in my Crocs because I can't wear
it's good exercise
shoes
for you.
on your carpet, so I had to bring my Crocs over here. Don't make fun of me. I got Crocs at Ryan's house. But anyways, I had to go up there and find your goddamn hacksaw, bring it back down. It was a lot of work. It was a rigmarole.
You need the exercise after the amount of fluid you've drank the last 2 days.
That's true.
I'm just saying, bro. It is a custom stand, though, as you can see.
It's a stubby.
It looks nice now, because it was the handle of it went all the way up to the center cam a lot, and it was screwing us up.
It was way too
time.
long, and we needed to make it realistic, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
It's custom now. We're squared away. I like it. All right, good. Let's do this real quick, and we'll get right back into it. Lurch, you want to take this?
Hey, bikeaholics, searching for the new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero 3D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero 3D has got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation. That equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero 3D has a design team of riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero and Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for the all-new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, help support us and head on over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
Big Daddy Kane and Goat are waiting down there right now.
They got their box of good
They got
times.
a box in one hand, a bag of peanuts in the other hand, and they're just ready to put your product in the box, package it up nicely, and get it on the way to you.
And send you a good time.
A good time with every box that comes your way. All right, talk about your guys' ride, because Lurch, why don't you talk about trying to talk them out of riding this time of year up in the here? Tell us about that.
So,
Which I knew nothing about, by the way.
no, I knew you didn't. Matt said you're coming. I'm like, all right, cool. So Matt and I have been going back and forth for a while on this trip coming up, and we had a discussion about the weather. And I said, we can always put this off a little bit if you want. He goes, oh, hell no, we're riding. I'm, all right, cool. I mean, I don't have to go over, any mountain passes to get here. You guys might. But they were all about it, and they jumped on their bikes and they headed up. And I think they may not be going back because they're snowing them our hills coming up.
Almost every single pass is going to be snowing tonight and tomorrow, so we might be staying another night.
Tell us about your trip up.
Well, so we left Friday
How warm and sunny was it?
Well,
70 and beautiful.
The forecasted high of Friday in Merced, California was 94 degrees.
Oh my God, are you serious?
So
We haven't got over 70 yet up here.
Yeah, I left my house at 5:30 in the morning. It was a nice, cool 58 degrees.
Oh my God,
It was
beautiful.
clear skies.
Yeah.
Rode up about an hour. Met Houston. Actually, I was waiting for Houston because somebody already had a debacle before our trip even started.
This
Okay,
is true
put a pin in that.
True statement.
Write debacle down in your note
Debacle.
there. We'll get back to that.
I prefer to call it a debacle.
Debacle.
Make a debacle.
That way I can spell it
You make
debacle.
Debacle
Okay.
notes.
I'm putting an asterisk by it. Debacle. All right, go ahead.
We'll go back to that.
So yeah, we met up in Lodi and hit the highway. And there's not much to say about riding Interstate 5 in California.
Mhm.
It is just long and straight and boring. The best part of the day.
Do any
is,
lane splitting? It's legal down there.
Well,
it's
I don't know
legal,
if it's
but-
legal. It's tolerated.
It is legal.
It's
Oh,
It is
perfect-
legal.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
perfectly legal, but
right.
I will tell you that I didn't lane split, but the cars may have parted out of my way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if it's legal,
It's legal.
dude, I'd lane split all the time.
Oh,
Would
no,
ya?
yeah.
I feel like on a full
In
bagger, it's a
certain
little tight.
situations, like the things that I think about for lane splitting is not doing when traffic's doing 90 and splitting at 100. I'm
Right.
talking about like when traffic's jammed and it's bumper to bumper, and then you just slowly split between the cars.
You don't
That's
feel
what I'm
like
talking
you don't
about.
feel like a full bagger. It's a little tight.
No,
No.
No.
you've seen me ride through tighter than that, dude.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Just saying.
But at points you don't have a choice.
What do you mean?
Coming back from the Bay Area, you've got
Yep.
3 hours of just standstill traffic.
Yeah.
And you can't sit there on a bike for 3 hours.
You're
No
either going to
way.
get
Yeah.
rear-ended or overheat.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's like you either go or you pull off and try to find a back road. Which there's not many of those.
And the biggest thing too is everybody, that's not familiar with, splitting, lane splitting or anything like that. About 90% of drivers in California, if they see a motorcycle, even if they're doing the speed limit, they start merging over and try to share the lane with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's dead stop traffic, you'd be surprised. It's like parting water.
Yeah.
It really is. You throw your flashers on, hit the dotted line in between the lanes, and people just move.
You're like
out of your
Moses.
way.
You just
Yeah.
split the
But
sea,
to be
huh?
clear, 90%.
Right.
90.
You still get the ones that get pissed off.
That
Yeah.
10%'s the one I worry
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, the ones that are driving their Teslas, reading a newspaper, eating their food and sleeping at the same time. Then you start.
It's
slapping
usually
mirrors
people
and-
from like if you're coming up on an out of state plate, you should probably watch that person
Okay.
because those
Yep,
people
they get pissed about
they
it,
get
huh?
mad
Or-
about it
or
and they're
just not
like,
used
"What
to it."
is this? Isn't okay," and they'll try to pinch you off or something like that. So those are the people that you need to watch out for
Yeah.
sure.
Nobody wants to get pinched off.
No, nobody wants to
Yeah.
get pinched
Never,
off.
never pinch somebody off. Don't ever do that.
But you're right.
Yeah.
People will get pissed,
Yeah.
especially, and that's one of the things when they start lane splitting in certain states. It takes a while to educate the public that's acceptable practice because if they ever start that here, which they've talked about it in the past, there's been some legislation on it. That's going to be the biggest thing is getting people to recognize that it's fine. I don't understand why people would get pissed other than you're getting somewhere faster than they are, then ride a motorcycle. That's what I say. Ride a motorcycle. Then
Life's all about choices.
life's about choices.
But you just said it in the answer or in your question is it's you're getting somewhere faster than they are and they're mad about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And so Lurch, to answer that question, that's what I'm talking about. I think it needs to be used wisely. The ones that are doing it on YouTube on sports bikes,
Right.
and when the flow of traffic's already 90 and they're doing 100, 110,
Yeah.
that's just stupid. But it's your life. That's the stuff we investigate all the time. But for the times where it is bumper to bumper, stop and go, that's where I think lane splitting is very beneficial, and it frees up traffic too. You know what I mean? Just creates extra spots for people. So yeah, good.
Well, to clarify that too, California law actually says you can only split lanes, number 1 and number 2, or the fast lane.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yep.
I haven't read it.
And you cannot go more than 15 miles an hour faster than current traffic, and that traffic cannot be traveling at more than 35.
Oh, that traffic can.
So if traffic's moving faster than
Okay,
35
you're not
miles
supposed
an
to
hour,
split it all.
you can't
Right.
split.
I gotcha.
That's pretty reasonable.
That's reasonable. That's a reasonable law. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thanks for explaining that. See, I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Besides lane splitting, I get sidetracked sometimes. Sorry.
He sees shiny
Did you guys?
things and gets
I
totally
do. Did you check the weather before you left up here?
So
Did-
the last 2 weeks, I've been checking the weather. I've been looking. Okay, the ride up, it's going to be good. When we're there, it's going to be good. Okay, look, weather coming back is going to be great. And then that bipolar son of a bitch changed
It's the Pacific Northwest.
Friday morning when
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to Lodi.
It changes by the minute.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen weather like that. Well, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's like that.
Especially here, you get up in the hills, and,
Yeah.
and I mean, 10 minutes you can have sun, and another 10 minutes you can have rain. It's just
Right.
crazy.
All right.
Yeah, so we, the weather was changing. I told him, hey, we may not be back on Tuesday. We may be back on Wednesday. I'm not sure right now. And then Friday night, got here, or we were in Redmond. The weather changed again. Saturday morning it changed. Saturday night it changed. So we're not quite sure what's going to happen in the next 24, 48 hours.
We'll see. It is what it is.
Then you guys hit. There's a little more to the story about getting up here, though. You hit some pretty. You were talking about it last night at the get together, right?
Yeah.
This is your. Tell us about this. Your riding experience. This is the longest trip that you've ever taken.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, on my Softail Deuce, I rode down to L.A. and back down Highway 1, and that was a great trip. And that was actually my initial, like, hoorah, like, let's get used to riding here. And so then he invited me to this, and, of course, in my mind, when you haven't ridden over, 1,000 miles in one trip, it's like, whoa, that seems like a really, really big haul, And so then, of course, I'm underprepared, right?
Of course,
You have to be.
you're going to be.
I
Never
That's how
a long
you get
trip.
experience.
I helped you out with one,
Yeah.
but I left you to figure out the rest by yourself.
Yeah, the rain gear. He's like,
Oh, gotta get it.
Here.
Gotta have it.
I've tested this rain gear out, and you should try it. And so I get it. They send me 2.
Nice.
so I have rain gear. It blocks the wind a little bit, but yeah, it's a new experience for me. Now I show up here, all you guys have chaps and heated gear, and you're plugging stuff in, and I'm over here just layer after layer after layer,
Yeah.
and I'm still freezing.
You're looking like the Michelin Man riding down I-5.
Joke's on me, right?
Yeah. So what bike you riding?
So I have a 2006 Street Glide that's old and grumpy. She's got about 53,000 miles on her, and so we're working out some stuff. Huh?
Yeah.
Working out some stuff. She ran fine the whole way up, and as soon as I get here, she doesn't want to idle anymore. So now we're trying to figure that out. But I think that we might have figured it out with your gas stop, and we stopped, and we stopped at it had no ethanol.
There is
Ethanol free.
at that gas station.
Yeah.
You can get non-ethanol if you want.
Yeah, and so as soon as I put that fresh gas in there, it idled right at 950 where it belongs.
But you had been putting 92 in it, right?
Yeah.
92
Oh,
octane
yeah.
the rest of the way because
Yeah.
there's still something going on there.
Yeah.
Fuel filter,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just putting
Maybe
non-ethanol
dirty
in it.
Yeah, maybe dirty injectors and then just
Yeah.
a
Probably
little
that
bit
California gas.
Oh yeah,
Amen.
You put some.
It's
put
all
some
the
Washington
ethanol.
gas in
Yeah.
there. She's ready to roll.
It's all
now.
that corn gas.
right.
That's right.
Putting in there, it's plugged with corn.
So hopefully
Injectors are plugged
that's
with corn.
that's the issue. I'll throw some injector cleaner in there and see if that helps at all. It's
Right.
not gonna hurt. So
Yeah, and grab a bottle or two of octane boost
yeah,
just to get home. You know,
Right.
maybe that'll help because it
Right.
seems like the higher or non-ethanol and high octane
yeah.
because that's 93 down there. I think non-ethanol 93.
Was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to steal his pump because there was a lady in front of us.
She was taking her sweet ass time.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing, but
Well, in all fairness, generally speaking, when we are on trips, Ryan and I are gas buddies. We pull up. and
Most of
we,
the guys get a gas buddy.
yeah.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No, you and I are like one of the few. Most of the guys, there's like 10, 12 guys, and everybody goes to their own goddamn individual gas, and it takes forever, and they're waiting for people to move. Ryan and I just pull up, and our deal is every other wheel fill up, so he'll fill up both tanks.
Well,
And then I'll
honestly,
fill both tanks. So that's the way to go. If you can, it's easy. Just pull up two of you, fill up one tank, get the other one filled up and go.
And then the next time you just swap.
Yeah, you just take turns.
We don't really keep track anyways. Sometimes we can't remember. Was it me last time or you? Yeah.
Honestly, the whole time that we were waiting there, it's all Ryan's fault because she was just mesmerized about you doing circles and dragging your frame around the freaking
Showing
parking lot,
off.
showing off,
He's doing drills over there.
I was bored.
Block bar.
When I
jumping
get-
off the curb.
When I get bored.
I almost stopped you and went, hold on, watch this, and just gave you a real wide 100-foot turn.
With your feet down.
Yeah, with my feet
Duck walking.
walking in.
Nice, bro. That would have been sweet.
What you got on that, buddy?
That would have been sweet.
Pretty humbling to watch him do those. You're like, I can't do that.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm surprised Tim Ivy hasn't challenged you to a duel.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Ryan.
Eventually.
Motorman ride-off.
Yeah, no doubt. Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
After watching Ryan, I've seen Tim ride too, but I think Ryan's got him.
Oh,
Nice.
so.
You hear that, Tim?
Tim, we got a
You
challenge.
hear that, Tim?
Tim's in the chat, so we got a challenge.
Yep. There we go. Yep. We'll have a competition or something. But you guys, I guess, coming in last night, I forget which you guys came up over Sadis Pass 97, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Tell us about that little experience. You get some snow?
Well, so it's kind of a funny story. We're coming back to Friday. We were in Redding, California at like 11:30 in the morning. It was already 87 degrees. So we had lunch there and trying to fight off food comas going up past Shasta. Started cooling down pretty quick.
And mind you, I'm working on an hour and a half of sleep from the night prior.
Excuses.
Whatever. You can call it what you want. I was tired.
So yeah, we made it through Oregon and or not Oregon. We made it through. Geez, a brain fart right here going on. Made it up through past Shasta, coming down Lupine. We ended up staying in Redmond, Oregon, Friday night. When we got there in Redmond, Oregon, it was no longer a nice 58 degrees. It was ambient air temperature of 41 with a wind chill, which made the real feel weather at 29 degrees with a 50-mile-an-hour crosswind.
Balmy.
Nice. That's 97 for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided to go order some pizza, drink some beer, go down to the spa, try to warm up a little bit. Woke up.
Whoa.
We were on
What?
other separate ends of the spa, just to be
up.
clear.
The spa? What's
Yeah.
this, like, you mean
Hot
like
tub.
a hot tub. Okay.
Oh, I thought
all
you
right.
went and got a
With-
facial.
I thought they went to the spa and
Get
got
the
like
little cucumbers
couple-
over your
Yeah, got a little couples
eyes and-
massage.
Yeah, a pedicure.
Hot tub with broken jets. So that
Okay.
was
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
I think that's what they call a hot tub in California is a spa.
right. They call it
Yeah.
the spa day.
I went to the spa.
There we go. Busting your chops. You stayed in Redmond.
Yeah, so we stayed in Redmond and woke up Saturday morning, decided, you know what?
What do you guys call pizza in California? Cheese bread. We eat cheese
Flatbread.
bread.
Flatbread.
Flatbread with
Flatbread.
cheese on it.
Flatbread.
Yeah.
It's got to be wood fired on a
Sorry for
stone.
all you California people. We love you. We love you. We don't know how you live in that state, but we love you.
It's fun to visit.
It's fun to
It's
visit.
great to leave.
Yeah. Washington's bad enough with it, but California's
we're
a
not
whole
much better.
other story. Except we got Eastern Washington, so we're golden.
Yeah.
We're golden.
Well, I mean, that's part of the whole reason, Matt's telling us over here, we can reschedule. I'm like, why the hell would I reschedule my opportunity to get the fuck out of this state?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, true.
I gave
True.
you that. I gave you the chance.
You're not doing a good job.
Now, speaking of earlier patron members, these guys told me last night when we were talking, that's one of the nice things that's going on in being a patron member of Law Abiding Biker Media is all the communication and rides. And you can pretty much go across the U.S. and you could stop at somebody's house. I guarantee it in the patron member group. Somebody would offer up at least to feed you or stop by or go to lunch with you. And that stuff is going on in that private Facebook group. And so why don't you tell us what you guys hooked up? Because Brad Johnson, he's in here, right? Yeah, there he is. Brad Johnson is in here from Oregon, and you guys got in the private Facebook group and got hooked up with him, right?
Yeah, so Brad and I, we met when he had the Two Broke for Sturgis event back in 2019. So since then, we've been keeping in contact.
What was that? What are you doing?
Point that the other way.
I'm not sure if he's burping.
get a-
if he
That
sneezed.
smelled like pizza.
Oh, God.
That was 3 days ago.
God.
What'd you have for lunch? Well,
Well, I had that wild beast burger.
So did I. That was good.
That was freaking delicious.
It was the bee's knees.
It was, yeah.
Well,
There's
what
no
kind?
Was there
hero.
something special about bees' knees?
I'm not sure.
Because
I think they've been back.
have you ever seen? I don't want to get sidetracked, but I just want. Have you ever actually looked at bees' knees? Because it
they're
seems
fine.
to me,
Pollen.
it
They're
seems
fine.
to me they don't have knees.
It's where they keep their pollen.
They have knees for sure.
They're little
exactly.
They're little dangly legs when they're flying, just dangle out. I don't see a kneecap on them. I don't see a cap.
They're very rare. They're very special. That's why it's called the bee's knees.
Okay.
That's the bee's knees.
I say it too. I'm not
Yeah.
dogging you for saying it. But then when I think about it, I'm trying to think that bees, I don't think they have knees. Do you want me to Wikipedia?
Why don't you?
Let's just
We need
hang
to-
on.
we need to settle
hang
this.
on. We need.
You,
okay.
you remember working for Ethan Reeves?
Do
Ethan.
bees? I'm asking Google. Do bees have knees? Let's check this shit out.
Straight to Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
That was
Oh
net-
yeah, it went to urban.
Look, exactly.
Science
Where they keep
focus.
their pollen.
It's
Oh,
full- see? I
They
told
do
you that's-
have-
That's where they keep their pollen.
Yeah.
you did say that?
Uh-huh.
I don't want
Yeah.
your damn email list. Get off here.
Let me get on the bee's knees email.
Are you sharing your screen right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Save and exit. I just want to see. Here, we'll share the screen. This is the bee. It seems
Look at their knees loaded up.
It does seem they have knees. Apparently, I just haven't looked close enough. Do you guys consider that a kneecap up there?
I would call that a cankle.
A cankle. I agree. Let's see. And then wondered what you. Okay.
Right there. Read that. Highlighted.
Each is connected by a joint, and most like. Oh yeah. So each is connected by a joint, and the one most like a knee is between the femur and the tibia. Most like a knee. Bees have lots of other specialty structures on their legs to carry pollen, but the bee's knee itself is no more remarkable than any other leg joint.
I
But they do
disagree.
have knees.
I disagree.
I'm sharing the screen.
That's the bee's knees.
Bees do have knees.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Here, I'll one up you. That's finer than frog's hair.
Oh, geez, dude. We're not. Now, you never know what you're going to learn on the Law Abiding Biker podcast.
And on that note, come
And
back
that-
next week so we can figure
right.
out what you call a fly without wings.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Tim called me an entomologist. Stop it, Tim. You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, geez.
Stop it with those big words.
Nice. Nice. An entomologist. Okay, so what the hell were we talking about before the bee's knees?
We were talking
what,
about
what did you say was the bee's knees? Oh, you're the burger you had
Yeah,
today.
it was the
Okay.
bee's knees.
Okay, it was the bee's
The
knees.
beast.
All right. So talk about bread.
so
Yeah, and that whole you hook that up in the Facebook group, I assume, or now you guys are probably close enough. You got each other's phone numbers.
yeah, so we have our phone numbers, and so when Matt over here and I
Lurch.
started,
Yes, sir.
Can I have another shock top? Sorry, go ahead.
beer bitch.
Beer bitch.
Thank you,
I
sir.
would have brought one for each of you, but now that you said that, you can go fuck yourself.
I still got the last one you brought me.
Lurch is making a beer run.
So yeah, when Matt and I were talking about getting this on the schedule, once we figured out that this was going to be the perfect weekend to do that, which we found out wasn't, I hit up Brad Johnson and say, hey, we're going to roll through. I think we're going to stay in Redmond. Would you mind if we stop by? So Brad at the time was actually living out of his RV, and everything was kind of dependent once he got his new house. Luckily, Brad actually moved into his lovely new home, and Sarah was kind enough to open the doors for us. Brad was just kind of there as around her shoulder going, okay, babe, I'll do this for you. But Brad cooked us an amazing breakfast. We had some smoked tri-tip, smoked sausages over some eggs and some tortillas, and walked into Brad and Sarah's house, and the first thing we're greeted with is a nice hot cup of coffee sitting on the table. It was
Cup of Joe.
It was a nice 29 degrees outside riding over to Brad's house that morning, so that was very welcoming.
I just held the cup right over my face just to warm it
Just to warm up, dude. Nice. Nice. That's a hookup. And that's what we're
yeah.
talking about, guys, that's going on. And you could literally do that. And feel free to disagree there. You've been a patron a long time there, Matt, that you could do that in pretty much any state across the U.S. If you reached out and said, hey, on this day, I'm going to be in this town, there would be a patron member, if they could make it work, that would jump up and say, I want to go to lunch with you or whatever. Thanks for the beer, Lurch.
Yeah, speaking of which, actually, Robert Rossi's planning a vacation, and he's going to be stopping by the house and staying a couple nights.
Nice. You're having him over to stay a
Yeah.
couple nights. That's
Yeah.
sweet, man.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, from
Robert-
Rhode
yeah,
Island.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was at the patron event last year,
Yes.
right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. In
Placerville or
Yeah,
Placerville? It's Placerville, thank you.
I prefer to call it Placerville.
It's Placerville
It's
as far
my
as we're
accent.
concerned.
It's my Washington
It's
accent.
our accent. You got to deal with it.
Hooray.
Hooray. Yeah. Everybody says that on YouTube when on that documentary. They're like, it's hooray. I'm like, it's my accent.
That's all right.
That's all. It's Al Ray for me. Al Ray. All right. So that's pretty cool. Hooked you up. That's a good hookup. And then that morning you guys took off from there, right?
Yeah, so we left Redmond and started heading up here. Should have been about a 3.5 hour ride. And as we were coming through Status Pass, what did we get? Some nice little snow flurries and about 31-degree weather.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So this would be we've broken many of Houston's cherries here.
True story.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Snow,
Yeah, man.
570 miles in a day. Temperatures under 30 degrees.
What the hell is that? Oh, that was you.
Popped fevers.
Gotcha.
It feels so good.
Yeah. Well, this is the part where it goes back to Lurch asking you, Matt, if you thought it was a good idea to ride up here this time of year. I think he kind of was like,
I gave him the option.
Well,
you were
gave me
on
the-
the phone with me.
I was
We're in
like-
the truck. Yeah.
because I was just thinking that very well could have been one day. Well, and now it is. Now
Yep.
it's exactly what could happen, and you can't get
But
back.
like I was telling Matt, I was like, we love to ride.
I'm right, Matt, by the way. Please,
Right, Matt.
Please.
Right now, you're
Stage
right.
right. Is that stage,
Stage
right?
left, I believe. Probably the audience is left.
You're right.
Yeah.
Stage left.
So I guess I'll go back to
You're
left
still
Matt.
left, Matt.
That's, I'm back to being left Matt. I was
Thank-
left Matt last
thank
night.
God.
I'm left Matt tonight.
Thank God I am right. Yeah, so it was one of those things where I love to ride, and as long as it's manageable, I'm gonna ride my bike.
Yeah, buddy.
And it
Amen.
wasn't, it wasn't an option for me to say we're not coming just because we might run into the snow. Fuck that.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, life's all about choices.
I like it. Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
and
how are you feeling about your choices you made last night there, Lurch?
we're
Pretty
gonna
good
get to
today. Pretty good.
yeah, I'm glad you made
Pretty
the
good.
trip because now you have a helmet full of sleet.
That's right.
Sitting out there on the pad in front of the Live Bonding Biker studio,
Again,
dude.
experiences, right?
Experiences. It's all part of it.
Learning experiences.
My butt buffer is soaked right
Yeah,
now.
no doubt, dude. No doubt. We're gonna have to wring your butt buffer out for sure. Let's do this real quick and then we'll continue on.
Are you searching for the easiest and quickest detachable luggage system for
I
your
am
motorcycle?
Lurch. I am.
Well,
I am.
Rick Rack has just what you're looking for, Ryan.
Rick Rack.
Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that come loose and slap your paint.
Slap your paint.
Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome quick attach
Slap it.
strapless luggage rack systems. This father and son team designed something really special that you can't find anywhere else. Yep, these guys ride and they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality turning bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use Rick Rack,
You'll never go back.
you'll never go back. I was waiting for a Rick Rack. What you're a little delayed there. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head on over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. lawabidingbiker.com/store.
There you go. And I will be rocking. I've used
the
it for.
newest.
We have thousands and thousands of miles on the Rick Rack system available in the Law Abiding Biker Store, and you guys have seen them in my documentary films. And I got my brand new one, and it's the new kit. It comes all together, like I said up front of this episode. And if you order it from our store, you don't have to put it together. It's all you pull it out of the box, and 10 seconds, clamp it down to your HD rack. It's got to be the HD. What's that rack called? There's a name for it. It's the stock
King 2 or
King 2 up,
King 2 up. Rack.
two up rack.
Yeah.
It's got to be that one, and or your regular trunk lid. Your like on your ultras, that the regular rack, and there's also one for there's another rack for the what is that? Is it the Airstream?
The Air Wing.
The Air Wing. Yeah. There's one for that too, but it's got to be the stock Harley stuff. All the fitment and everything is over in the Law Abiding Biker store. I can't wait to use my new one because we are headed to Minnesota this June. I'm in the middle of don't worry, just a little ice in the background. Just a little, that's all right.
We're just doing a podcast over here.
Don't worry.
It's not like we're live on YouTube or anything.
Lurch can edit ice out in the audio. When it comes out in regular podcast format, he can edit the ice out. Not. That's all right. That's all right.
Here's the thing: we can't edit anything that we talk about. So we talked about it. It's got to stay in.
This is all part of it, dude.
Bubbles.
It's all part of the fun of live, man.
Neck bubbles. That's the first I've heard that.
So you guys show up and stay in here in the Yakima, Washington area, and Lurch had a little get together for us.
We did.
Tell us about it.
Me in particular?
Yeah. Start it.
It was your house.
It was your house and your man room. We broke your man room in.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that.
Again, another cherry pop this weekend.
It's not the first gathering, but it was a good gathering. I for those that do not know, I've more or less lived away from my house last 5 years. Worked for the Washington State Patrol. I was
listened to his retirement episode 294.
Yeah, you can listen all about it. But I moved around a lot in the last 5 years, and so one of the things that I wanted to accomplish before I came home was building a shop. So I got a shop that's larger than my house. I think that's every man's dream, right? And one of the things I wanted out in that shop was a man cave or man room or whatever you want to call it. And I think I did pretty good. What do you guys think?
It was amazing. I called my wife that night and I said, "What is it going to take?"
Yeah, mine's what you consider a pole barn or pole building. You know, it's a metal building.
Lots of poles.
Yes, there is lots of poles in my building.
There was last night. That's what I hear.
Oh, that's right. You decided to go home early.
I did.
You missed the party.
I know when to leave, especially with the head cold, dude. I know better. I just snuck out.
So, anyways,
you were saying
it's kind of my dream space. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the house. The house is the wife's, not the wives, the wife's, and then the shop is mine. And I have got a man room out there. I got a 40 by 60 shop. One side is to back my truck and trailer down, my travel trailer. Then I've got a bay in the middle, which we put a lift in last weekend. Right? Ryan and Justin.
Check it out on Instagram. We put a car lift in there. Check out at Scrappy587.
Ryan and Justin and my brother-in-law Jay came over and helped put that bad boy together last weekend. And then the other bay is a motorcycle bay. But a quarter of the shop, 20 by 30, is my man cave. And it's so my shop is 16 feet tall. So it's 2 stories. And so I've got a room built in the back left corner as you're looking at it. And above it is storage for my wife's shit. That's where all her crap goes that I can't throw away. And then I put a man cave in part of it. And also, I don't know if you noticed that, my home away from home, when I'm not working here, I've got a little studio set up there in the man cave.
Yep. He's got his, when we're not working together and we're working remotely on Law Abiding Biker Media, he's got a nice little setup there. Tim Ivey says, "We don't make Washington money, Matt."
Oh, well, I don't make, I think California money is a lot bigger than Washington money, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Cost of living.
Yeah, everything's double the price over there.
I built that shop in 2017.
He was a captain, Tim.
You
got to become a captain.
I was a lieutenant.
I'm saying he was a captain. That's why he's rich.
That'll never happen for Tim.
He's loaded.
Yeah, Tim will never make that.
No.
Wow.
I never thought I'd make captain.
That's
brutal,
harsh,
buddy. Dude.
I mean,
that is brutal.
That's
brutal. Tim, I think you can do it.
Love you, buddy.
I don't know how. I really don't know how it happened. I was in the wrong place at the right time, and something happened.
Hey, after meeting you, I don't know how it happened either.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's true.
Okay, I like this guy a little bit more.
He's honest. He's honest.
But anyways, the boys are coming up, so we were going to have a get together, and I decided to do it at my house, and we had a big old chunk of meat.
That's what she said.
Thank you. God, you guys, I was like, come on, somebody. Softball. We did prime rib, and my beautiful wife made some salad. She made some pasta salad.
That was amazing.
Potato salad.
Dude, the primer was so
Really?
good.
Did you
my
like
God.
my meat?
Well, you saw.
Yeah. Did your mouth water when
Did-
you ate
oh.
my meat?
Yeah, dude.
Ryan,
It was so moist in my mouth.
Did you
Your
like-
meat.
Oh, God.
Ryan,
Oh, God.
did you like the white sauce on top?
I did.
Yeah,
I
I
extra
figured.
white sauce, dude. That was
Yeah.
some legit horseradish.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck around. I don't.
That,
we don't.
that opened me up, dude.
There's no A1. If you guys if you go back a few episodes, you might hear a conversation about A1 sauce.
Right.
No freaking A1 sauce
way,
is
man.
allowed in my house.
No way.
I only said it because I wanted to hack on Daryl.
There's none. If,
I was just hacking on him.
did he want some A1?
No, I was just hacking on him.
It's not allowed in my house.
I just wanted to do it to piss
Not
you off.
allowed.
That's good.
If you go to a barbecue and somebody asks for A1, you should just
Only if
slap
it's
them right in the
shitty
face.
steak, though.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever been to a place where there's shitty steak, but you want
a
to
restaurant, a restaurant. But if
Correct.
you go to a personal
Yes.
personal barbecue and you need A1 sauce, get up
Fired.
and leave immediately.
Yes.
Or
Fired.
what if they're a shitty steak cooker?
You leave.
Then you make better choices in life.
Yeah.
You don't go to that guy's house.
You find better friends is what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know,
sir.
I think that's kind of like the moral of the entire weekend here is make better choices.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Life's all about choices. Make a few good ones.
In a row.
String them in a row.
Try to string a few in a row.
See what happens.
Speaking
and one
of
or two bad ones. I'm just going to throw that in.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of choices and your man cave, let's talk about that urinal. I have never seen a urinal that actually has a warning sign on top that says you must be a minimum height to use this urinal.
It is nice. It was nicely done, Lurch.
Well, here's the thing: when you're
And it
6'5"
and it
and,
has
you
a-
mount you're 6'5" and you mount a urinal, you mount it for yourself, and you don't
Right.
necessarily think of people that are height challenged. And so apparently, I mounted it a little bit high.
I didn't
Poor-
have a problem.
well,
I didn't have a problem. I reached it perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poor Fuente, we had to actually have a geometry class to try to figure out angles of projection so he could make it without getting it on the floor.
Is
Well,
that
his-
a Washington
Well,
thing?
his problem is he's short and he's got a huge dick, so
Right.
he's got two things against him, right? I don't know that. Maybe it's not true. I'm just saying.
It's not true.
How do you know?
Ryan's like,
How do
it's
you
not
know?
true.
Just saying, dude.
How do you know? but being short and long is a kind of problem.
true.
So no, I don't have.
You got to dry it off, man, when you're done.
Or you just need a low-mounted urinal.
Yeah.
A very low.
yeah, but it's
low-mounted
waterless, so you
urinal.
don't have to dry it off. It's waterless.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't have water out in my shop because it's in my back 40 and there's no water out there. And I put a waterless urinal on the wall.
He's trying to be like California.
No, I just was trying to figure out a way to put a urinal that didn't stink up my shop. You know, you can get like a $20-$30 little urinal on Amazon that you just screw on your wall and drill a hole out the back wall. But I want something that was not stinky, for lack of a better word. And so
I appreciate that you care about the environment.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I would
say,
suspect that you're from California because of that.
No,
Because
there's
I
just
think
no water out
California is
there.
the only place that uses like waterless urinals.
First time I saw one was over in Seattle, so go figure.
Oh, yeah, well, west side of the state,
It's
that
it's a
figures.
crazy little trap that goes into the bottom of the urinal, and it's got a
Sounds unsanitary.
no, it's got
where's
blue.
it all going?
Waterless
Let me
anything
explain.
is
Okay.
unsanitary.
If you guys just
a waterless
shut the hell up, I'll
toilet
explain it.
and a waterless urinal that's unsanitary.
Let me explain it to everybody that's listening. So there's this little contraption that screws into the bottom of the toilet that has a fluid in it that is lighter than urine. So when you piss in there, your piss goes through the filter or through the fluid and then goes out the trap. So it's got this heavier or light. Excuse me, keep saying the wrong thing. A lighter fluid on top that's deodorized, by the way. And so it just makes a barrier that your pee goes through and goes out. It's crazy. It's awesome.
So it goes in your septic or something, or
Well,
we can't really talk about that.
we can't really talk about that.
He hasn't gotten the proper permits for that one yet.
It's a little bit WT the way it's set up.
Oh, perfect.
It's
A little whiskey tango.
it's a little whiskey
perfect.
tango.
I got it.
There is a septic
It's-
out there.
it might be-
It may not be approved by the county.
it may be or may not be up to code.
Stop talking.
No, but the most interesting thing, on a serious note, is the waterless urinal. That's one thing in itself. That's cool. But next to it, he has a waterless shitter, and it's a 5-gallon bucket. It's just a 5-gallon bucket
With
and you
no
just,
walls.
and you just hover.
No walls.
You just do the hover, and then he dumps it out the window. And
Do what you got to do.
It's all about decisions.
oh yeah. So tell us about this Good Eats. Now I took off. I've had a head cold for and Lurch knows because I've been working all week with this, and just it's probably the COVID. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. I haven't
Don't
had
know.
a fever. I haven't lost my taste. Anyways,
Could be gonna surfal hippolades.
it could be. Anyways, I haven't been feeling very well, but I made it out and I made it for the ride today.
Yes, sir.
But I left a little bit early, and apparently, is there something on chat?
Oh, we're just gonna make fun of Matt right now.
Yeah.
Matt, what are you making fun of him?
I don't know.
This
He
is-
sent me a
He doesn't
phone.
remember last
You
night.
gotta-
He
this
doesn't.
is audio.
He doesn't remember
Was
the
I
conversation.
drinking tequila?
No. But Sam
Matt-
told you about tequila.
Lurch doesn't remember everything about last night.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember.
See,
sorry.
that's what I'm saying. I knew this was gonna-
last night Sam was drinking a little tequila.
Yeah.
And you FaceTimed her, and
Yeah.
the tequila and vodka conversations went a little out of control.
Oh
last
well,
night.
hey, we understood each other.
So-
We were on the right wavelength. I mean,
She just posted that she's drinking tequila again. So
good. I like her. I don't know what the hell she's doing to you, but I like her.
She apparently hates me because I'm a bad influence on this guy.
Well, she's gonna hate Matt now, or Lurch. Sorry, Lurch.
Oh no, she loves Left Matt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lurch. Now I left.
She is way too pretty for Houston.
I don't have any.
I told you to stop telling her that.
I don't have any. All I'm going. What I'm telling you is hearsay. Because I
I don't
heard-
remember it either. So
Right, yeah.
I look forward to
It's
hearing
no
it.
say. It's no say for
Yeah,
you because
yeah.
you don't remember
Yeah.
it. So it's no say.
I was in-
Is that
again-
a court thing? Can you just say I was so
Yeah.
loaded? It's
I
no
don't
say.
recall. I don't recall.
It's not even hearsay.
Again,
It's just
I was at my house. I was not riding. I was not driving. All I had to
true.
do was stumble from my shop to
Nobody
my house.
said you were.
I'm just clear. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Did
good.
you even
Okay.
make it to your
We're
house?
very
or were you in the
responsible.
lawn?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I made
Just
it.
making sure.
We may tie one on, but the guys that tie them on, we make them stay. So yes, and it was Lurch's house. So, anyways, what I'm saying is hearsay, but I do understand that you guys stayed quite a bit later than I did, and there may or may not have been a time where Lurch was FaceTiming your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's very true.
Well, I'd like to be specific.
Was that authorized?
She FaceTimed me.
Is-
Or somebody hand me the phone. I don't know.
He doesn't
Or-
remember.
Yeah,
he
or
doesn't remember.
I don't think did I call her?
No, of course not.
Okay, cool. That'd been weird.
yeah, that would have.
No, she called me.
Should we call her right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's cold call her.
Sam, you ready?
I don't have the phone call. I don't have the phone number.
Here, I got you.
Well, don't give it out.
I
You're
won't.
live
I
on.
won't.
Okay,
I
all
won't.
right,
I
all right.
won't.
Give me the. Oh. Give me that phone. All
Here
right.
it comes. Sam, PG. Keep it PG. She's a little wild. I'm gonna let you know now.
She's got tequila. We're
Yep.
good to go.
And she's drinking,
drinking
tequila,
tequila?
right now. Right
Oh,
now.
Holy cow! We got a call.
What is El Jardine? Is that a
She's at
restaurant?
a restaurant
Oh.
drinking tequila. $2 margarita.
Now she's gonna have my number. She's gonna be calling me all the time.
I don't even have your number.
She's gonna be FaceTiming you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ryan's number's very secret, top secret.
I almost got it when we were at the patron meetup. He was talking to the caterer, and I was trying to get my phone out, trying to record his phone number, and he said it too fucking fast.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's call.
Oh, now she's saying to call Jesse's phone.
I love it. Nope. We're
No,
not.
not happening, Sam. Sorry, it's coming in right now.
Coming in right now.
Is that an Idaho number?
Wireless. Your call
Oh.
cannot be completed as dialed.
Denied.
Please check the number
Denied.
and-
Oh, I got to do a 1 before it, right?
Yep.
I gotta look. Hang on.
Was that Idaho?
What?
That area code?
Idaho?
No,
You just
Am Idaho?
I don't know.
you are in the middle of a Matt sandwich.
Well, does that make me Idaho?
I was looking at the area code and I thought it was Idaho.
Oh.
Here we go.
Welcome to Verizon.
Oh,
Wireless.
still doing it.
Fired.
It's ridiculous.
That's what happens when you drink tequila. She can't even
See?
keep her phone on.
It's
Good
ridiculous.
God.
You good?
Huh?
Beverage?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good on my
okay.
beverage.
Give him
Thanks.
that one. Try that one. That she's right there. She's with us. There we go.
Yeah.
number.
Why? What's that last name?
That's not a last name. That's
Okay, that's the real deal. Okay, do this top number here.
All right. I can't reach her from there. I don't want to hit the cameras and stuff. Just walk it around her. Yeah. Is it the top one? All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Cold call.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because she's a little wild.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Lurch, you can walk around and here.
It's not my last name.
What? It's not your last
It's
name.
not my last name.
Hi there. You're on the you're live on the Law Abiding Biker podcast.
Oh, everybody can hear me.
Keep it PG, Sam.
Don't be nervous, babe. It's fine.
So
I look like a goofball right now. I have 2 phones up to each ear. Trying
nice.
to listen.
So what do you think about Matt Lurch? Did she know you as Lurch?
Left Matt.
Left Matt calling you last
Left
night,
Matt. Oh, okay.
FaceTiming you.
Okay, so
Sam, take
He
the
didn't
take the
call
other
me.
phone away from you.
I know I just moved it.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. So he didn't call me. I called Houston, and apparently the phone got passed around. But that's okay.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That's okay. Everybody was under the influence, and that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
We all had a great time.
So you still haven't answered the question. What do you think of Left Matt?
Left Matt is the left side of the Matt sandwich, but the meat in the middle is the best part.
Oh, nicely played.
Atta girl.
Did Left Matt at any time? He doesn't remember everything he did last night. Did at any time he pull up his shirt and show you his moobs?
No.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I didn't see any of those.
Okay. Because you'd
However,
remember
he
if you
tell me
did.
that I was too pretty for Houston.
Well, it's true.
Uh-huh.
No, he's too pretty for me.
That's right.
Oh.
See?
Oh,
See?
goodness
See?
gracious.
Huh?
Goodness gracious.
I wouldn't allow
You
him
hear
to.
them?
I want to allow him to put his makeup on this morning. So
Oh, she's a keeper.
See? See?
Are you drinking tequila?
We're at a Mexican restaurant with my best friend.
Nice.
We just got back from the rodeo, so we're all dirty and gross.
Mhm.
But we're
All right.
How many shots deep are you?
at this restaurant, one.
Oh, that's weak.
what about
Come
the
on.
last one?
At the rodeo, we drank a few.
All right. Well, we'll try to make sure Lurch will delete your number off his phone so he doesn't FaceTime you randomly.
I didn't have it, but now maybe I do.
All right.
Oh God.
Sam and I will just have FaceTimes occasionally, and
Yeah.
it'll be our thing.
And then I'll just pop up in the background like, hey,
I'll keep it totally PG.
hey, Left Matt.
I'm old and married. It's all good. You got nothing to worry about.
Jesse and the kids are watching. They're listening to
Nice.
this live.
Nice. Well, thanks for taking our call. We'll take good care of Houston. Don't worry. We'll make sure he makes it back home alive. Okay.
Okay, we're still watching. Oh, hold on. Do you mind doing a birthday shout out?
No.
Oh, there you
do
go.
it.
My niece. She
No,
just
absolutely.
turned 6 today. Her
6.
name is Aiden.
Shout out Aiden, 6 years old.
Happy birthday,
Big time.
Aiden.
Go.
Happy birthday
appreciate
to
it.
you.
Oh.
Happy birthday, dear Aiden. Happy birthday to you.
Nice.
Aw, she has the biggest smile on her face right now.
That's cool.
She's so happy.
That's awesome.
You guys are awesome.
You bet. Thanks for taking the call. We'll make sure
Yeah,
he
of
makes it
course.
home safe.
Love you, babe.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Have
Bye.
a good time.
Thanks. All right. There we go. Let's roll right into this, and then then we got a few more things to talk about. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to ride longer,
Yep.
Houston?
Yes, absolutely.
Treat your ass with some respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin, hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials. And it's unlike those gel pads that will leak if punctured. Houston, you know they can freeze too in cold weather? You don't want that?
Yeah.
The butt buffer won't. I'll just tell you that right now.
Awesome.
I'm about to test it out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you are. The butt buffer is designed not to slide around on your seat, fits all motorcycles, installs in seconds, easily cleans, and helps to dampen those freaking vibrations. There you go. With plenty of models to choose from, they assure you, Houston, will have a comfortable ass when riding.
Sweet.
Especially after spending the night at Lurch's house. Head over to the Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions, guys. And I saw Matt Wright, rocking his butt buffer today. You had it on there.
I did. It doesn't come off.
That's right. They are badass guys, and we do have them in stock. I was just down at the store the other day, And Big Daddy has a full allotment of butt buffer seat cushions.
He's got a full drawer of butt buffers.
He does. Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of butt.
I don't want to know
His
what else
butt
he
is
has in his
officially
drawers.
buffed.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, let's talk about how. So after FaceTiming, how did this end? As we,
I couldn't tell you.
yeah, you're done
I
at that
vaguely
point.
remember that.
So let's bring it around to today, because you guys were out late and everybody was here
I
on
was
time.
not
I just
out late.
You
I
were-
wasn't out late.
You were out in
I
your
was
shop.
not out. I was
You
in
were
my
out.
house.
You're out.
I was in.
Your shop is out.
I was not out.
You're
I
out.
was in. How can I be in out when I'm in?
So I know you guys aren't going to believe this, but everybody here made it. We were supposed to meet at 11. Everybody was here on time. Can you guess who was late? Can you guess who was late?
Well,
I left my wallet at the
We
house.
heard
That's
the wallet story.
Hey, call
We
my
heard-
wife. You want to do cold calls? Call
We
her.
heard, she drinking tequila?
Probably wine. Probably got some wine going on. I did. I went to the gas station and did not have the wallet, so I called the wife and said, "I'm coming back."
Would
Meet me
you
in
have
the
been here on
driveway."
time regardless if you had forgotten your wallet?
Ish.
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 You'd have been 11-ish.
I would have been more like 11:10 instead of 11:30.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we got a late start. And we had some nasty weather, as we've already spoken about here. These guys might not even be able to make it back, and then it was just doing sleet here and hail not too long ago. But we went out anyways, and we were geared up. It was a little chilly, but took you guys around the countryside. We went east. Now, if we went west, we could have taken these guys on later in the year had you not come in, which is fine. This early, we would have been able to do the 3-pass ride and maybe Mount Rainier and stuff like that. But next time you come back, we'll do that one. Because if we head west, we hit the Cascade Mountains here from Yakima, the beautiful Cascade Mountain Range. But we headed east because there would have been snow up there, and there was snow because they closed the pass. We're going to head to the Brick in Roslyn was our original idea, but we headed east towards the Tri-Cities, Richland, Kennewick, Pasco, and it was a good ride. What'd you guys think of the countryside? I'd like to take you on a different ride west, but nonetheless, what'd you think of the countryside?
No, it was a great ride. Absolutely. I think I got caught up in the moment because, like I told Lurch here, when we got back, I didn't realize how far we were from your house.
Yeah.
Because it was just the miles we're going, and we were having a good time.
Yeah, Matt?
Yeah, no, it was-
Matt, right?
Yeah.
Right, Matt?
Right, Matt. Left Matt. No, it was awesome. It's kind of funny. I didn't realize how similar
Yeah,
the
that's what I
landscape
wondered.
over here is to like our California foothills. A little bit more agriculture in the foothill area around here than it is at
Where we
home.
took you, yeah.
Right, but yeah, it was amazing. Had a good time. Was trying not to rub elbows with Fuente the entire time when our handlebars were getting tied up a little bit, but it was a good time.
Just push on the outside handlebar
Yep.
when you tap. That's all you got to remember. Yep.
I
Good.
don't know.
Riding to abreast. Yep. Always
Give 'em
push
push.
out.
Well,
Push out.
Matt,
Yakima City streets are a little rough, though. The downtown? Holy
That's why I
cow.
took you through
I was
there.
wondering
Yeah.
what you're doing. I was getting ready to get on the freeway, and then you were giving me the little
I wanted to
straight
take them through the business district, and then I
Okay.
wanted to take them up North First Street.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And that was nothing. Usually it's worse than
Yeah, well,
that.
that-
we
was
we
nothing.
figured because the first thing that when we started
By the Harley
planning this-
dealership, that area.
Of course.
Houston,
Yeah.
but
Everybody's blowing me up in the chat. Just buy the new bike.
Just by, nice.
when we started planning all this, Matt was like, "Whatever you do, don't stay on North First Street." And I'm
Yep.
like, "That is the entertainment district. That's where I want to be.
Right,
Have a
right.
nice amount of fun."
Nope,
So we
nope,
tell everybody
nope,
that comes in town, we're like,
nope,
any
nope,
address that's on North First Street, you do not want to stay there.
There's the Best Western down there, and it
Right by the
sounds-
Harley dealership. That's
Yes.
why they stay there.
Yeah.
It seems reasonable.
Pepper Ridge or whatever it's called, and it sounds nice.
It's changed names
a
like 10
shithole.
times. You can rent it by the month.
It's a decent
You can rent it by the
hotel,
hour.
but it's in a bad spot.
Yeah. Right.
Don't
Houston
do it.
doesn't need an hour.
No.
It's a couple
I
minutes.
think they, yeah, right.
It's a true story.
They rent it by the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Story of my life.
But it is, yeah, there are rough parts of old Yakistan. A lot of people call it. There's some rough areas up there. So I wanted to take you through the North First Street area, and that's not even the roughest area. But anyways, we were headed towards Tri-Cities, and now we all ride hard, and I have ridden in the rain for many, many miles. We've ridden in hail, sleet. You guys rode in a little bit of snow. But that's when you're on a trip and you have to. I don't choose to drive purposely if I don't have to get there into the eye of the storm. And we were going straight towards hell. It looked like,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
it looked like hell.
It was black.
It was black and it looked like hell. And that's where we wanted to go, down in Richland, the bombing range, which is a really cool brewery if you guys end up down there.
Harley owned.
There's the dive, and it's all one building. There's the dive, and then there's the bombing range. So if you're in Richland, Washington, check those out. Both good places to go. But we got about 3/4 of the way there, if you guys didn't know. But right where we were going, that big black, we'd have been storm chasing. I thought I felt like a storm chaser.
We thought you guys were just screwing with us,
Yeah,
going, "Hey, these
I
little
did.
fuckers from
Take 'em
California,
right
here we
into
go,
it.
let's go,
Yeah,
baby."
we're talking on the intercom, and I go, "What is going on here? We are going that way, and I think they're messing with us, bud."
Yeah.
I was just bombing along.
Just bombing along,
we're going-
looking at the wheel in front of him like a safe rider instead of way out ahead. Yeah, looking at the taillights of the guy right in front of him. Anyways, yeah. So we decided that we did not want to ride into the eye of the storm, and there's plenty of brewers we had already passed. So we flipped a bitch and headed back to Prosser, Washington, and the Horse Heavens Saloon.
Hills.
Horse Heaven Hills Saloon is what it's called, because it's a saloon and it's got pistols when you open the door.
For door handles.
I did
are awesome.
I did a quick Instagram and I put it on Facebook and stuff too, but of where we went in there. I had to have Matt shut the door. He was like, "Why?" 'Cause I was trying to do an Instagram reel.
I was trying to be an Instagram model for you, but
I
you
know.
shut me down.
I know. And it was a good place. I had the hero sandwich with lamb. It was A-okay.
I had the beast.
Mm-hmm. Apparently you had the beast too.
And I
Houston
had
smelt it earlier.
Yeah, I had
The beast.
yeah,
I heard
that was him. Is that what you had?
I had the beast.
Oh yeah. No, I had
That fucker's
I had the
still coming
cheesesteak
back.
sandwich, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Horse Heavens Saloon is a good place to stop. I have never actually been there.
I had not
I
either.
don't think so.
I've been across the street, the Mexican place, that
Yeah.
El Caporal for lunch, but I've never been at that brewery.
Where's
Great
other-
service too.
Yeah,
by the
it
way.
was.
Yeah, really good
Very
service.
friendly.
Whitstrand is the one we tried to go to.
Yes, they were closed on Sundays and Mondays.
They were closed
Yeah.
because we've been to Whitstrand. So that's a good one down in Prosser, Washington too. If you're riding through that area, look up Whitstrand. They got good food and brews and stuff too. So yeah. And then I guess the rest of the crew kind of split off. We had, how many of us did we have today? With us?
There's
eight
a total
total.
of 8 bikes, yeah.
8 bikes.
8.
And some of the guys split off, and then it was just us 4
Yeah.
on the way back because we were going to podcast and took you guys through took them on Old Emerald Road.
Oh yeah.
That's always a good one. That was that really windy.
Some
Yeah,
nice
you were-
corners, yep.
You were bombing that road, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nope.
watching you just
He's hard to keep
lay
up
it
with.
over.
He's hard to keep up with.
You
No,
laying
Brad.
that sucker over. I'm like,
I
wow.
was in the floorboards
I'm-
many times.
I'm sitting there, I'm watching Ryan. I'm seeing this bright ass orange fucking bike in
Yep.
front of me, and I'm looking for taillights to judge my
Nope.
own braking spots. And I had not
Don't do
seen
that.
one fucking light.
Look at my bike. The brakes will come on mine, not at his.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
I was looking
Yeah.
for yours. When you would break, I was like, okay, we're going to do a sharp one. I'm not looking at you.
Matt, your bike was not as attractive from the rear
Oh.
as Ryan's. Just
Well, that's
saying.
I've been told my rear is very attractive. I don't like to brag.
How strange.
I don't like to brag. There's not a lot of brake lights going on, huh?
No,
Interesting.
you just
Maybe they're
laid
broke.
it over.
Maybe they're broke.
No, I just don't think you hit them. The rest of us slow down. For
No,
a
Matt's
tight
are
corn.
broke.
Right, that's
Right,
right.
Matt's broke.
just the left one.
So yeah, good time, good ride, and then brought you back through the business district,
Right.
and then quickly changed as we went up North First Street there to just
Yeah.
give you a little bit of idea of Yakima. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Those roads downtown, which is surprising because usually the roads in town are a lot better than like country roads, but it was flip flopped.
yeah, right.
Those roads downtown were awful.
They're pretty ate up.
Oh man, you're getting thrown around all over those roads.
I may or may not have bottomed out a couple times.
Yeah, no, I did.
Mm-hmm. They need some work
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Now we love our patron members. We love our patron members. We want to get to know you better. We want you in the private Facebook group. We want you on these. Like I say, these are normally private private live video broadcast and chat. We're doing this one public. But you know what? If you can't become a patron member right now for whatever reason, you just want to leave a flat donation, we never balk at a flat donation. We want to thank the following people for leaving a flat donation: Joseph Walsh of Millis, Massachusetts, Ryan Lambright of Shipshewana, Indiana. Substantial donation, thank you, Ryan. And Jorge Alvarez of Livingston, Tennessee. Lawabidingbiker.com/donate is how you can leave a flat donation. It helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank so we can keep this thing
Running
down the road.
Oh, who's that?
What?
Nice.
There you go.
Good.
You're welcome.
Last thing I got to ask before we wrap it up, and we appreciate everybody that's been in the live chat. You guys are having good conversations in there, and we appreciate it. So, first time in the Law Abiding Biker studio and Law Abiding Biker shop. We'll start with you, Matt. Right. Of what? Yeah, I know. Of what you because you've seen it on all the videos we do. You've seen it on vlogs. You've seen it on documentary films. You've seen it like what we do here in the podcast studio. What's your overall impression, and how was it like you thought it was, or how was it different, or both?
I don't recall, because all I can think about is Matt's man cave over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. No, honestly, it's awesome. It's awesome to be here. I don't know. I can't say it just because it's just an honor. I'm glad that you guys are actually willing to invite my dumbass and this stupid idiot.
Have you met his dumbass?
Hey, man.
That guy?
Hey,
You pointing at me?
Yeah, that guy?
It's ridiculous.
We're all a bunch of dumbasses.
yeah,
It's true.
it's all about decisions.
It's true. People are actually watching us. I don't know why. Still,
Haven't figured it out.
No, it's awesome just to come in here and see the projects that I'm sworn to secrecy. I can't disclose at this point.
thank
True.
you.
We're
Thank
still
you.
working on some things.
There's
Yeah,
an NDA
it's-
on it.
yeah,
NDA.
I don't want you to take me out front and kill me. you
There, but people do come up missing now and then.
know. No, it
We can't talk about that.
Charming.
Charming. Yeah.
no, it's awesome. It's cool to actually see it in person, and it's when you get here, you kind of realize how much work and effort has been put into this place to make what lab is actually what lab is. It's pretty amazing. I love it.
Nice. From starting in my garage and my daughter's closet doing the first podcast to this, very blessed is all I can say. And we owe it to patron members like you and patron members over the years. We really do. The membership side of things has allowed us to continue to grow and build this facility as part of that, and make it more efficient for us to put out more content more easily. Not having to drag film equipment around all over and all that kind of stuff. So was it bigger than you thought?
No,
I hear that
Yeah. It's simple.
I heard that in high
It's a
school a
two-car
lot.
garage and a
I'm
small
just-
studio.
again, that's what she
Very-
said.
Right.
It's very humble.
I heard it a lot.
I've
It's
never heard
bigger
that.
than I thought. Yeah. Well,
Well,
but a lot of people say that. They say it looks bigger in film, because you see sections of it.
Yeah.
did you say that you were the
He needs to
medium-
talk in his mic.
the club,
Yeah.
like the medium penis club? Is that what we were
I don't
discussing?
know what
last
you're
maybe.
talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Did it look bigger or smaller as far as the
Sam, can you answer that, please?
Yeah, right. The actual
No, and I just recently I watched it, and it absolutely does look bigger.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. In the videos.
Yes.
Yeah, then when you get in here.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting. Because I know what it looks like, and so I'm always interested when we bring people in here. What are your thoughts and impressions?
You got just meeting you guys, because like I said, I was new to this. They introduced me to your guys' whole platform, and coming into this, I'm the new guy. I don't know, I don't know everybody's names. I don't know anything. And then I come in and you guys are just amazing group of guys.
Bro
just
hugs all around.
Yeah, just bro hugs all over. And I love it. I'm all about that. I am all about that. Like, just let's go out and have a good time and share stuff, share stories, share history, share whatever, let's go ride. Let's go have a good time. And I could tell right away that's what you guys are about, and I appreciate you guys having us down here, and it's amazing that that you're having us come down here, and we're not leaving. We're not leaving, apparently.
Right, apparently not.
Until next week.
Yeah, so we might end up at Lurch's place again.
Hey, come on in. Come on.
You ever been on a podcast before?
No, never.
First podcast, and it's live on YouTube.
Yeah.
How about that?
And hey, man, this is good stuff. I like it.
I just kind
I
of
like it.
I want to touch up on
Oh,
what
there
you
it
just
is.
kind of said though. It's kind of humbling for us to be invited here, and we can't thank you guys enough. But we're honored to even have the opportunity to be here, not just part of lab, but also to even be considered to be part of the sworn few. I know that's kind of where we were supposed to go with this episode, but it was just kind of a bullshit session, which we decided that, that's going to be anyway.
That's
But,
what we do. Biker talk.
But with the sworn few, it's just, it's amazing because we get to be with people that have experienced many things that we've gone through ourselves, but we never discuss it when we're talking about the club, when we're with each other, because we all have that understanding that, hey, this guy's been through what we've already been through.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to discuss it. I just
Right.
need that little piece of support that I may not be able to get anywhere else. And that's also one of the things that attracted us to this club. That's also one of the things that wants us to be part of this club.
Nice. Nicely said on that bombshell. I will tell you this, Houston. You need to get the biker gripper.
Yeah, I saw what he had.
Okay.
You know why?
We got to take that off his bike. And
It's
throw it
the
in garbage.
sexiest,
Give him the new one.
sleekest, strongest cell phone and GPS motorcycle mount on the market. Yep, use it to mount your cell phone, GPS device, radar detectors, EFI tuners, toll transponders, and so much more. Tried and tested, Houston, right here by the law-abiding biker crew. Thousands and thousands of miles on it, multiple wrecks,
Couple
high
crashes,
sides,
yeah.
low sides, and the phones never came out of the
Not
biker
a
grip.
millimeter.
You know why? Because it's got 18 pounds grip strength.
That's a lot.
18 pounds.
That's a lot.
That's right.
Imagine
Believe in it so
18
much.
pounds of grip on your unit.
That's right. We stamped our logo on it.
We
It is-
mushroom stamped it.
We did. Available exclusively in the law-abiding biker store. There are several models to choose from: black and chrome, control mount, or you can get the bar mount. You need to get rid of that junky quad lock thing where
Yeah.
they force you to use their case, not the biker gripper.
Use any
With the
case you
biker
want.
grip, you use, that's right, just like Lurch said, use any case you want. I don't want some company telling me I have to use their proprietary case
Wait,
to use
that's
their
what she said.
cell phone.
There's an app for that.
There is. All right, guys, we appreciate you being here. Here's the deal. You got to follow us on social media over at youtube.com/Ryan Erlacher. Make sure you subscribe. The reason is we're at about 170K subscribers. When we get to 200K, I'm going to release our Sturgis documentary film for free on the YouTube channel for everybody to watch. If you want to get it now, lawabidingbiker.com/ride-now. It's only $7.95, and I'm very, very proud of that documentary film. It's getting nothing but 5-star reviews.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hit us up on facebook.com/lawabidingbiker. We're really building up our Instagram, doing a lot of reels and funny stuff behind the scenes, even some stuff with my family and my daughter. At Scrappy, SCRAPPY 587. That's at Scrappy 587. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, at lawabidingbiker, patreon.com/Scrappy, or just head over to patreon.com and search for Ryan Erlacher, URLACHER. That's right. And you can sign up as a member. If you're already a member, if you guys could do me a favor, go to your Patreon accounts. If you have a Google account, which you all do, or a Gmail, you have a YouTube channel, you just don't know it. So just go to your YouTube channel that you don't use and yank that URL and put it in the back end of your Patreon account settings. You can put your Facebook, your YouTube, and all that. That way we see when you make a comment on our YouTube videos, we can see that you're a patron member, and that way we can give you first attention and reply, because we like to take care of our patron members first and give you extra attention. We've got so many different benefits going on for membership. So yeah, try to do that. Patreon.com/settings/profile, or just head over to patreon.com and hit the gear icon, and you'll see you can put your Facebook and all that kind of stuff, guys. We appreciate you being here live, and this will come out in regular podcast format too. sometime down the road. We're out of here.
Peace.